My name is Maule Gray. I'm a member of the Access to Finance Working Group. I represent the National Investment Commission. The Better Business Forum is this platform that came into being in 2007. It's the secretariat to the BRC. What the forum does is, through its working group, it identifies, it prioritizes, and it tries to resolve key constraints to the overall investment climate. I think it is an economy-wide PPD. They look at tax procedures, anti-corruption, and access to electricity. The access to finance, these are all key constraints to the whole investment climate and doing business climate. The Liberia Better Business Forum is chaired by one member from the private sector and one member from the public sector. The chair for the private sector is the president for the Liberia Business Association. The chair from the public sector is a minister of government, and he is the minister of commerce. The governing board has equal membership, 8 members, 4 from the private sector and 4 from the public sector. And below that tier is 4 working groups. We have the Access to Finance Working Group, we have the Access to Electricity, we got Tax Rates and Procedure Working Group, and then the Anti-Corruption Working Groups. They have a composition of around 71 members. Some of the key achievements of the forum has been, one, the forum was very instrumental in the setting up of the fast-track commercial court and the passage of the commercial law, the Commercial Code of Liberia. The forum was also instrumental in the setting up of the Liberia Business Registry, which serves as a one-stop shop for business registration in Liberia. The forum was also very instrumental in the passage of the Investment Code of Liberia. And the forum of late, and the most recent reform, has been the collateral registry, the setup of the collateral registry at the Central Bank of Liberia. I consider it as a major achievement because the collateral registry itself did not exist at the time. And with the working group, the Access to Finance Working Group, preferring a recommendation now is a major boost to the whole access to finance regime, because it has led to small businesses that didn't have access to finance before to be able to easily access finance. The banks, whoever comes to the bank brings a collateral, and that collateral cannot be used to access finance in another bank. The Anti-Corruption Working Group has worked to reduce the number of business inspections. One thing that has worked well is the process of consultation, regular consultation and engagement with the private sector before the government formulate and finalize policies. One key challenge that we saw was that we needed a total shift in the paradigm of their mindset in order to remove that bottleneck around credit watching. When we look at access to finance, we realized that there were some issues. The default rate was at as high as 22%. One key challenge that we saw was that, especially within the SME sphere, they were not creditworthy. Empirical evidence has shown that most of these businesses were not repaying their loans. It is all about a paradigm shift. People need to understand, that when you take a loan, you must be able to repay that. So the Access to Finance Working Group had to work more to be able to change people's mindset about what loans are intended for. Another key challenge that the establishment of a credit reference bureau. The central bank was a bit reluctant to place the credit reference bureau in the hands of the private sector.